Welcome to the last part of the discussion video on process costing. We are finished or we are done with the FIFO method, and now we look at the weighted average method in process costing. So essentially, we are following the same steps. We are following the same steps in identifying the weighted average method. So, susundan pa rin natin yung cost of production report ng items for units to account for, units accounted for, EUP, cost to account for, and among others. Okay, let's proceed with the units. So, under the weighted average method, same yung units to account for na gagamitin natin, yung 43,750. So, units accounted for, ito na yung pagbe-breakdown natin ng 43,750. Okay. So, andyan pa rin yung whip end, normal spoilage, abnormal spoilage na-identify na natin yan previously dito sa FIFO method. Ito siya. 65, 550, and 450. Parehas ba? Yes, parehas. Okay, the main difference lies now on the transferred out item. 36,250 ang nandito sa weighted average method. Uh, the concept here under the weighted average method, kung babalikan natin, hindi ba? Ang sabi, kapag whip beginning ay 20%, whip beginning 20%, ibinabalik mo lang siya doon sa kanyang 0% percentage level at 100% pa rin ang kailangan mo. Kasi nga, average yung kinukuha natin. Hindi natin siya tinutuloy but ina-average natin. Naka-weighted average siya. Okay. So in this item, dito sa weighted average method, kailangan pa ba nating i-breakdown yung transferred out into the work in process beginning at saka sa started in this production? The answer is no. Kasi nga, lahat naman yun, whether may beginning or not, ay 100% ang effort na gagawin mo on that particular items of inventory. So therefore, your transferred out remains at 36,250 yung given figure. Ito siya. Hindi na natin kailangang ibawas yung WIP beginning kasi nga nasa weighted average method ka. Okay? Okay. So for your materials, 'di ba ang sabi sa iyong materials ay all materials are placed at the start of the production. So therefore, ang effort mo diyan 100% lahat. Okay. Kung kanina, mapapansin mo, under the FIFO method, 0% yung nandoon sa WIP beginning dahil nga galing yan dun sa prior period. Pero dahil nga sa weighted average method, paulit-ulit kong sinasabi na kahit napayaan ay 20%, ibinabalik mo siya doon sa 0% level niya dahil weighted average. Hindi mo siya itinutuloy. So therefore, ang treatment mo dyan sa transferred out, ang materials mo dyan ay 100% pa din ang effort na gagawin mo dyan. Okay? So therefore, ang EUP mo, dahil 100% yang, i-forward mo lang po itong items na ito. 36,250, 65, 550, 450. Therefore, your EUP as to materials is 43,750. Next, your conversion cost. Conversion cost. Dito sa transferred out, ilan effort ang gagawin natin? 100% pa rin. So, whip beginning, whip ending, 70% at sa normal and abnormal, 75% parehas. Same explanation dito. Diba? 170, 75, 75. Okay? Conversion cost. Kung kanina, dito sa may FIFO method, 60% yung conversion cost para doon sa whip beginning kasi nga tinutuloy mo siya. 'Di ba? Tinutuloy mo siya. 40% siya, tapos tinutuloy mo kaya naging 60% ang conversion cost. Dito 100% siya. Kasi nga babalikan natin itong paulit-ulit kong sinasabi, kapag weighted average method, ibinabalik mo siya sa 0% level and then you need 100% to complete. As to materials and as to conversion cost. Kaya 100% yan parehas. So therefore, ang EUP mo as to the conversion cost sa TO o sa transferred out ay 36,250. Sa WIP ending, 4,550. That is 65 times 70%. The normal spoilage and abnormal spoilage multiplied to 75% is 412 and 0.5 and 337.5. So, i-add mo lahat yan, 41,550 ang EUP as to conversion cost. Next, we compute for the cost per EUP or the unit cost. Okay. Cost per EUP or the unit cost. So, ito pa yung major difference. Meron na tayong na-note na major difference on the treatment of the transferred out at dito pa ngayon sa cost per EUP. So, this is cost divided by the EUP. EUP, na-compute na natin. Ito siya. Ngayon, yung cost, magkano ang iti-treat natin? Isasama ko ba yung, di ba ang question lagi sa cost is, lahat ba ito o yung cost added this month lang? The answer is, lahat. So, this is the main difference also. Kung kanina sa FIFO method, ang sinasama lang natin is, dito sa cost per EUP computation is the cost added this month. Sa ating weighted average method, isasama natin yung WIP beginning ng materials 2,800 plus 240,000 cost added this month, that is 260,800. Ito siya, 260,800. Kapag naman conversion cost ay 27,600 plus 640,800, that is 668,400. You divide it to your EUP computed. So, meron ka ngayong cost per EUP na 5.9611 para sa yung materials at para sa yung conversion cost 16.0866. So kapag na-compute mo na ito, gamitan mo lang siya nung ginawa din natin kanina sa FIFO method. So meron pa ring difference. So may difference dito, one, sa treatment ng transferred out. Second, dito sa treatment ng cost per EUP. And third, kapag merong question related to cost assignment ng transferred out units. So, how do you compute for the cost assigned to transferred out units? Saan ka titingin? Dito o dito sa EUP? Dito sa EUP. So, wala na pong bearing ito kapag nagko-compute ka ng cost assignment. Okay? 36,250 times 5.9611. Dahil po ito ay transferred out units, ano ang kino-consider? Yung transferred out at saka yung normal spoilage units. 550 times 5.9611. Okay, i-add mo lang yan. Then, EUP naman ng conversion cost, 36,250 times 16.0866. And then, 412.5 na normal spoilage EUP under conversion cost times 412.5 times, sorry, this is erroneous. This should be 16.0866. Ito, mali yan. Ang total niyan dapat is 809,143. Pero tama yung sagot niyan. Okay? Correct na lang ito. It should not be 5.9611. Yung 412.5 times 16.0866 kasi conversion cost ang pinag-uusapan natin dyan. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so total natin dyan is cost assigned to TO units is 809,143. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Under the FIFO method, ina-add mo pa yung buo ng WIP beginning. Pero sa weighted average, wala ka nang i-add na WIP beginning dahil naka-incorporate na po yun dito sa computation mo ng cost per EUP. Okay? Kasama na yun dito sa per unit figure dun sa unit cost. Kaya hindi na siya dapat isama dito sa cost assignment. Okay? So, yun yung another major difference ng computation. Okay, if the question is cost assigned naman to WIP end, di left mo lang yung WIP end, 65 times 5.9611, then 4,550 times 16.0866, and then i-total mo yan, memory recall, okay, memory plus and memory recall in your calculator, kung scientific, dire-diretso lang yan, 111,941. So that's the difference. So lagi mo pong tatandaan yung konsepto nito, yung treatment of the WIP beginning, because you will never go wrong once you have already learned or you get the concept related to their major differences. Okay, so I hope medyo naliwanagan ka sa concept ng FIFO and the weighted average method. So in some SIPALI questions, they deal with the abnormal units. So abnormal units, mayroong minsan tanong, what is the cost of the abnormal units under the FIFO and under the weighted average method? O di madali lang din. Under the FIFO, balikan mo yung FIFO. Magkano ba ang AUP? Ay, ilan ba ang AUP niyan? 450. You multiply it to 6. And then, 337.5, you multiply it to 16. So, under the FIFO method, 8,100 ang cost ng abnormal units. Pero under the weighted average method, same logic, 450 times, pero naiba na po ang iyong unit cost. 5.9611 and then 337.5 multiply it to 16.0866, that is 8,112. Minsan nakakalito talaga ang process costing, especially when it involves complex items such as okay, saan ba pinapakomplikado ang process costing? Dito sa items ng notes. Because on if you will read in some of your references, if the materials are not added at the start of the process, doon na po magkakaroon ng differentiation. Kasi kung yan ay i-add at the 50% level or sa 20% level, doon na may iba ang ating solutions for that. So, tinutuwik lang po yung problem related dun sa notes. Pero kapag alam mo yung basic concepts niyan, ay madali mo siyang masusundan. Okay? I hope that I can impart some problems related doon sa mga ganong items. So I will be looking at complex problems. So for this video, I prioritize items na related lang doon sa basic concepts of process costing kasi kapag inilagay natin lahat yan on one presentation ay malilito ka. So, you have to grasp or absorb everything for this discussion video, for these three-part discussion videos on process costing, and then we move on to more complex problems related to process costing. So, I hope you have been enlightened and I hope you have get some items that will guide you as you go along with your process costing problems. So, thank you. That's all for the process costing discussion. Thank you.